Well, one thing that comes to mind is, again, when I was studying abroad, and this is back a long time ago, and I studied abroad in the Soviet Union, so this was in the early 90s. And one of the ways that Russians would try and spot a foreigner is ask them the time, because telling time in Russian is very complex, or at least it is for a non-Russian speaker, particularly an English speaker. Because when we tell the time, we look kind of back a bit, right? So if we say 4:30, right, we're kind of looking back at the hour that it is. Whereas in Russia, they're looking forward, right? So they would say for 4:30 for them is half of the fifth hour, right? So it's a very different way of telling time, and it can be complex if you're not sort of ready for it. One thing that was very satisfying to me, and trying to sort of fit into the culture is, I was waiting in line for something outside, and someone came up to me and asked me what time it is, and I was able to just sort of look at my watch and give them the time in Russian, and they convinced them that I was, that I was not a foreigner. So that was sort of a little minor triumph for me in terms of my language learning.